Hey guys, it's San and welcome back to the BulbaSquad. So today, per your request, we will be doing a Champion's Path spider system. Don't worry, I still have plenty more in the works. I just forgot to do it once every 2 weeks. But don't worry, I am planning on doing plenty of these. So, Champion's Path. It released back in November. We are pretty much now at the 6-month mark, alright? Now, first and foremost, for any of you that are brand new to this, our spider system refers to supply, the playability, the intrinsic value, also known as the EV, the deviation, how often we miss the intrinsic value, expectations, what did everyone think the set would do, and reality, what really happened when the set released. Now, right out the gate, we have Charizard in the set, and we have a shiny Charizard in the set. Alright? For the Pokemon variety, these are constants. If any of these are ever checked off, the set automatically has the leg up because historically, sets with these things tend to do better, even if they're already kind of bad. Pokemon. The Pokemon variety on this set is not there. Pokemon variety is Gardevoir, Hadrednaw, I think the Cake is in there, and then we got just the Charizards. There's really not much in this set. Not that much going for it, but we got 2 checks, so we're starting off strong. Now, supply. When Champion's Path initially released back in November, the supply was fantastic. There was nothing out there. There was not enough to satiate the demand. Why? Because Charizard stunks. We discovered there are 2 Charizards in the set, a shiny one, and then a Rainbow Rare VMAX that was supposed to be a trophy card. First time that ever happened, and we got one. English first, essentially. Now, playability of the set. Doesn't exist. This is good. We don't want there to be playability to the set because that means when the set goes out of rotation, if it was playable, it's going to lose some value. But because it's not, everything we see, that value, is because of the collectability. Intrinsic value of the set. The intrinsic value of the set was actually really good at release. Those Charizards were selling like $500, $700. $5 a pack. It's going to take you something like, I believe it was 180 packs to pull one of the Charizards, because when you added them up, it came out to be a really good ratio. So that was a good price. But remember, most people couldn't get it at the MSRP $5 a pack. Deviation. This set's deviation was horrible. This was the epitome of Charizard or bust. You did not get a Charizard, that meant you were not going to meet your intrinsic value at all. Because all of the value in this set was in those Charizards. Everything else was like 10, 15 bucks. Charizards, hundreds of dollars. We do not want that. Expectations for the set. Do I need, just like, I don't have enough boxes. The expectations were sky high. The reality of the set. I would say the set actually did really well at release. Because at release, we were looking at about like $120 ETBs, set like 100 easy, and it flew off the shelves. They couldn't keep it in stock. There was nowhere near enough. However, as time went on, sentiments changed. Now, fast forward to 6 months later. The supply of Champion's Path, honestly, I would venture to say it's good. Let's think about it. 6 months have passed. How many pin collections do you see? There's like none. How many ETBs do you see? There's some here and there, right? But there's not very many. It's not like you can go to any Target, any Walmart you want, and find an ETB. The most you usually find are Hatterene and Double boxes, sometimes Marnie boxes. So going based off of that, I would say the supply is good. It means even though it crashed, like, remember, it went down to 50 bucks. It was hard to sell this stuff. People just got sick of it. Even though that happened, there's still clearly a demand eating up the supply that's there. And we need some context. Remember that that video of all the product lines coming to an end. A bunch of Champion's Path items were on it. I think the entire Champion's Path products line was on it. Do I believe that? Not entirely, but I think it's very likely. Think about it. If you have 2 holiday sets and one is very clearly selling better than the other, What are you going to reprint? And with all the stuff coming up, and another holiday set this year, where are you going to slip in a Champion's Path reprint? You can't really do too many of them. So I think the supply into the future is going to be good. Even though people got burned out by this set, remember, this section right here, it's 12 plunks. That is all speculation. Even though people got burned by the supply, and the fact that it was just Charizard or bust, there's still going to be demand for this set. Honestly, there's going to be. Now, playability. Again, we never had it in the first place. This is fantastic. That's what we want to see. Intrinsic value of the set. Honestly, I would say we're looking at a neutral intrinsic value. The reason I say this is those Charizards are not worth anywhere near as much as they were before. They've tanked a lot since then. I think last I checked they were sub $300. So if you want to pull them, you're not going to get your money's worth. In the future, do I see that changing? Not really. Not really. If anything, I see our intrinsic value getting worse. Why? There's a lot of these Charizards at PSA. Think about it. PSA was getting 500,000 submissions every week. How many of those do you think are Champions Path Charizards? How many of those do you think people submitted back when it released and they're still there, not even started processing? That supply is going to be awful. It's going to cause that intrinsic value to tank. Deviation. That ain't changing anytime soon. Unless if they magically find that there's a Charizard in every 10 packs. Expectations. Honestly, no one has faith in Champion's Path. They saw what happened. That tanked really quickly. They didn't think that it would recover. And honestly, I don't see that changing within the next 18 months. I don't see anyone going, oh my god, I wish I purchased more Champion's Path because I would have been rich. I'm going to see people going, oh, a Champion's Path? That's real funny. Give me some shiny face. Reality. I think the set's not going to be great. At least it's not right now. It's not received very well. No one thinks well of it. In the future, 12 to 24 months, I still think no one's going to think much of it. Look at this set. And right out the gate, we all had these absurd expectations. The supply was fantastic. The intrinsic value was insane. And then the reality was fun. And we had Charizard and Shinies. But look at it. This is just Pound Town. Like, if you have to be an idiot to be holding it. And here's what I think. I think Champion's Path is an interesting set. Remember, this isn't just like plug in, get answer. No, we use this to guide our thoughts. Champion's Path in the future, we are going to view this in a very negative light. Remember, Charizard or bust. You couldn't find it at stores. Scalper's Bonanza. People are gonna have negative feelings towards it. But remember, feelings are relative. Emotions are relative. The further away we get from point A, the further we get, the less people care. The less people remember. Do we need to bring out Steam Siege? Roaring Skies? Well, not Roaring. RR. I don't even know what RR would be. Roaring Skies. Mind my handwriting. What's going to happen, at least what I expect with this set, remember, when it tanked, this stuff flooded into the market. When the market crashes, because I expect Modern to do it, right? This set is going to be one of the ones that's caught as collateral damage, I would imagine. However, because of the contents down here, because we have these two things in conjunction, not one, but two Zards, I think this set is primed to be a good long-term hold. Keyword, long-term. You need to get far enough away from the point of release that all of these negative emotions are gone. They're history. When the market forgets, because the market has short-term memory, they're just going to pay these prices. Remember, Roaring Skies was garbage and burned everyone, and it's $300 a box again. Steam Siege destroyed businesses, and it's $250 a box. Champion's Path. People are stuck with it. I expect when Champion's Path fully recovers, because I think it's like 70 something dollars a box right now, and let's say $120, you're going to see this stuff flood into the market if possible. And then people are going to crack them. People are going to open up these ETBs, get rid of them, because now's your chance to break even. Now's your chance to get out of the game. Remember, it's the same thing that happened with Evolutions. Every time Evolutions went up, people flooded the market. I did the same thing. And now, the supply's gone. You go on eBay, there's not very much anymore. People are down to their last cases. People are down to the last of their products. And the thing is, even if it's a lot, the population of the hobby has just grown so much it offsets it. If you believe Pokemon is healthy and going to keep growing, even if you believe that this supply is insane, like, what, 1 million ETBs out there in the world, well, eventually, as time goes on, natural attrition, those ETBs are going to get damaged because people aren't going to store them properly. People are going to rip them open. Some people are going to sell, and we don't know what's going to happen to those ETBs. Probably get opened. And the population's going to keep going. And eventually, these will appreciate. I'm certain of this. And remember, I am very negative on Champion's Path. I was one of the idiots who bought this and tried to flip it. I was wrong, and I learned my lesson. I learned how to do this stuff properly. Live and learn. So that is my conclusion. Champion's Path will be a terrible short-term hold. This will be one of the products that when the market crashes in Modern, it will be caught in the collateral damage. Intrinsic value is going to go lower. Deviation's never going to be fixed. People have a very sour taste in their mouths from this set. But when we get far enough away from that point of release, people are going to forget. People are just going to be blinded by the idea there's 2 Charizards in this set. And the sealed product is going to appreciate. I don't know how far, but it's going to appreciate. So, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.